you handle only one move at a time. When you practice, you practice all the moves, whatever. But when you're playing, only one move. This move, if you do it right, and wait to see what the other person does, that's all there is, isn't it? And when the other person does, you have no conclusion about this is a great player, don't even look at their face. This is a great player, this is an idiot, this is that. Don't do all this. Just look at this, where is he putting it? That's all that matters, isn't it? So I'm saying your presence of mind for the game is more important than any plans that you've drawn up. Brilliant move if he does, how to counter it? We should have thought it out. But if he does a stupid move, if you miss it, that means we will become double idiots, isn't it? Hello? Because always you're waiting for that stupid move to come.
He is an Indian teenager, a Chennai-born prodigy, and now a chess legend. I'm obviously talking about Gukesh Praggnanandhaa. He has stunned the world and rewritten history. At the age of 18, Gukesh has become the youngest world chess champion. He is the second world champion from India after Vishwanathan Anand.
This question is from Jennifer. Dear Sadhguru, with the COVID-19 confinement, there has been an increase in jigsaw puzzle, coloring books and knitting. Can such activities which require consistent focus on one thing and are repetitive in nature bring a meditative state that people are unknowingly longing for?
This happened. Shankaran Pillai was going door to door. Now he's going, using his enterprise during the virus lockdown, selling children's kind of a mechanical toy that children can put it together, which will need a certain level of focus and intelligence. So, he went into a home, a young mother was interested in getting something to manage the child, and Shankaran Pillai showed this, how this is and what it is. So, whichever way she tried it, she couldn't put it together. And she said, isn't this a little too complicated for a child? Then he said, no, this is a toy which will teach the child the ways of life. Whichever way you put it, it's wrong. That's what Patanjali also said. Whichever way you do it, it's wrong. The only way is to become one with everything. So, if I do jigsaw puzzle or crossword puzzle, something where I can be busy, well, if you read a book or do jigsaw or whatever else, definitely certain amount of focus is needed. Normally, if you stay focused, let's say you got interested or involved in reading a book and you stayed focused, absolutely focused in the book to a point, slowly the surrounding disappeared because the book got interesting. That is called as dharana in yoga. That means you have a focus, you and the book, all that exists. Rest of the world has disappeared. In that sense, there is some use to it, definitely. But you're using the puzzle or whatever else more as a distraction than as a way of focusing. The reason why you're doing this is, just sitting here by yourself will drive you crazy unless you're doing something either on the phone or with this or that. You must be doing something, otherwise you'll go crazy. You're using it as a distraction. You're using your focus as a way to distract yourself. I'm saying this lockdown time, at least find out how crazy you are. At least get a diagnosis. Don't have to go to any doctor, because that is also under… psychiatry is under lockdown. By yourself, you sit down for 1 hour with your eyes closed. See what all happens in your mind. After 1 hour, to whatever extent you can remember this, just write it down. Because most of it, for most human beings, there is no continuity. Random stuff is happening. Write it down. If you trust anybody at home, you tell them, not you. Your friend wrote a letter like this to you. Don't expose yourself, because people will exploit this. If they read it, they will say, this is the work of a madman, 100%. You can take 2-3 opinions. You yourself will know. So it's good to find out how mad are you. Yes, very important. First and foremost thing, if you want to go somewhere, is to find out where am I right now. Even Google demands, where are you? If you ask the route for that place, even the Google Maps ask, where are you? Because without knowing where you are, we cannot direct you anywhere, isn't it? So how crazy are you? I think it's good to find out. Especially at a time like this, a whole lot of people are painting end of the world picture in their head. So especially such people and everybody else, you must take a picture of your mind. It will not come out in any whatever this scans and stuff. You have to look at it yourself. So when you're in such a state of madness, where are you going to go like this? And wherever you go, what difference will it make? Same things pursue you, same problems will continue. We can change physical atmospheres, but that's not going to change the quality of life. So, already any number of questions are coming like this: is this the end of the world? What will be the scene after virus? Is everything going to change? Our lives will change, the world will change, it'll never be the same again. World anyway is never the same again. How it is today, it'll not be the same way after 10 days. After virus, what will happen? This happened to a group of nuclear scientists club. They were meeting. One of them, who was particularly pessimistic, said, the way we are going at it, within 10 years' time, there will be an explosion of cosmic proportions which will end everything. Another scientist said, I'm willing to take a bet on this, that such a thing won't happen. 1 to 100, I will bet on it. So the other scientist asked, how are you so sure? He said, see, it's not that I'm sure of anything, it is just that if I win, I will collect my bet. If you win, there'll be nobody to collect anything. So, jigsaw puzzles, chess game, all this is good for a little bit of time, but these are all distractions, it's not a solution. I'm telling you, make use of this time to enhance the life that you are. How do I do it? There are many ways to do it, there are tools and tools. Right now is not the time to offer. The first thing is this: just sit by yourself every day, 1 or 2 hours with eyes closed. It doesn't matter. Doesn't matter what the mind says, doesn't matter your body struggles with it. Simply sit. Life will change, believe me.
So during the game, so when there is some critical moment, I used to get very tensed. So we were speaking about this responsibility is limitless. if I'm conscious, maybe I can avoid it, but if I'm not, like sometimes it's on and off. But if I'm not conscious, if I get tense, is there a way to come out of it like immediately?
See, what is tension? Let's understand this. You can call it tension, you can call it stress, you can call it depression, you can call it manic depression, you can call it misery, or you can call it madness. Tension or stress means a limited amount of madness actually. Small variation, small sample you're having of madness, isn't it? Essentially, your thoughts are bombarding you at a pace that you can't handle. Suppose you think I'm representing India, too much tension, 1.4 billion people's expectations on your head will kill you, okay? Your parents' expectation will kill you. Don't worry about all those things. You just have to play this one move right, isn't it? The tension is coming because am I winning, am I losing, will I get the trophy, will I not get it, will I get this, what will happen to me when I go back? With all this, you will be less than yourself. This is the only crime you can commit when you're playing a game. You are less than yourself. If somebody is better than us, they will win, what to do? Hello? It's all right? Somebody is better than us, they will win. What can we do about that? But we are less than ourselves, that is a crime. That crime if you do not commit, rest is okay. I know that is the whole training in the world. How this Praggnanandhaa wants to win all the chess games in the world, don't do that. Don't try to win all the games in the world. This one move, you must do it right, that's all. Hello? How do you win all the games in the world? Only in your dreams you can do that. Hello? In reality, you can only make one smart move, isn't it? They're not even allowing two at a time, are they? Only one. So only one smart move you have to make. You don't have to make the next one and the next one. Well, you try to foresee what will he do, all right? What will he do you can foresee to some extent, but you still don't know. You still don't know. You may be expecting him to make a very intelligent move, he may make a dumb move. But if you're thinking he is very smart and you have to be smarter than him, you will miss the dumb move and that'll be the biggest mistake, isn't it? So for this, what you need is to be conscious. To be conscious means, the more… See, this is the nature of the mind. Why people's minds are just running away beyond them is, it is like, why somebody is running to the toilet every 5 minutes is, they've eaten something bad. Yes or no? So if you've eaten something bad, one way to stop it is take a tablet, do this, do that and stop. That's one way if it's an emergency. But the most significant thing to do is stop eating that bad food which upsets you. So the same goes for your mind. The bad food that you can eat is, you identify yourself with something that you are not. When I say that, we have gone through the inner engineering, the body, the mind, everything we gathered, isn't it? You being a chess player, you're gathered over a period of time. You were born a chess player? No. So just to sit here as a life and look at it with the best possible way. And what we figure, what we don't, isn't it? But our ability to figure something is greatly reduced the moment we have unnecessary level of thought process. So, you handle only one move at a time. When you practice, you practice all the moves, whatever. But when you're playing, only one move. This move, if you do it right, and wait to see what the other person does, that's all there is, isn't it? And when the other person does, you have no conclusion about this is a great player, don't even look at their face. This is a great player, this is an idiot, this is that, don't do all this. Just look at this, where is he putting it? That's all that matters, isn't it? So I'm saying your presence of mind for the game is more important than any plans that you've drawn up. All these plans and stuff is to flex your mind so that you're conversant with everything. You're conversant with all the things that can happen on the board before you go there. How many million ways they can do it, into whatever extent you can, you're trying to figure it out before the game. But when you sit for the game, it's only one at a time, isn't it? So because if you don't know the game and you sit there, of course, that's a different game. You know the game, now all you have to do is to be alert to what's happening. For this you don't need any great plans. Well, maybe you have figured out what is his natural tendency, how he plays the other person, so what you should do, but don't be conscious about it, don't give too much importance to it, because he may surprise you. He may surprise you with a brilliant move, or he may surprise you with a stupid move, both happens, isn't it? Brilliant move if he does, how to counter it? We should have thought it out. But if he does a stupid move, if you miss it, that means we will become double idiots, isn't it? Hello? Because always you're waiting for that stupid move to come. So you don't think about all these things, you just pay attention, that's all. Human attention is paramount importance, not human thought, human attention. You want to hit a ball, you want to move this, your attention, how keen it is, that's all that matters, isn't it? What great thoughts and desires you have will not matter. So never try to be a champion, I'm saying. Just be a great chess player, others will say you're a champion. That's great. If others say you're a champion, that's a great thing, we would like to see that. But if you think I'm a champion, it's a dumb thing to do. Isn't it? Let's do that.